such a blessing that I can even have the option to stay an extra day if I wanted to. I could have stayed an extra several days, like depending on what my calendar was looking like. And that's because of the type of work that I do. I had the epiphany of like, wow, first of all, I had to express gratitude for the fact that I can stay an extra day and that I don't have to report to anybody in order to stay an extra day. And that also I'm living the life that I am manifesting. Welcome to the Friends in Beauty podcast, a safe space for ambitious beauty industry creatives to have real talk, get real answers, and practical tools to grow their businesses. My name is Aquia Robinson, and I'm a makeup artist, beauty educator, and the creator of Friends in Beauty. I created Friends in Beauty to support like-minded creatives just like you on their quest to connect, network, and build genuine relationships within the beauty community. Join me every week as me and my special guests reveal the keys to success and longevity in the beauty industry, and most importantly, have fun while doing it. You ready? Hey, what's up? It's your best friend in beauty, Aquia Robinson. Welcome back to another episode of the Friends in Beauty podcast. I am so happy to have you here with me, and I hope you're listening to this episode in high spirits and in good health. If you are a friend in beauty, I welcome you to join the Friends in Beauty Facebook community. If you're looking for a community of like-minded, ambitious friends in beauty to virtually connect with, network, and share resources, then click the link down below in the show description to join our community, and I'll be there to welcome you with open arms. Additionally, follow Friends in Beauty on all social media platforms at Friends in Beauty. What I like to do is something called the Friends in Beauty Friday feature, where every Friday I spotlight a different friend in beauty and their accomplishments. So no matter how big or small you think it is, I want to shout you out. I want to send you some good vibes. So all you have to do is use the hashtag FIB Friday feature and tag Friends in Beauty on something that you're proud of, and I'll share it with the community. Also, the Friends of Beauty podcast is available on several platforms. We're on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Google, YouTube, you name it, we are there. And whatever platform you are listening from, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning into the Friends of Beauty podcast. I really, really appreciate you. And I would love it even further if you took the time to leave a 5-star rating, a review, comment, like, subscribe, share, whatever you have to do to let me know what you think about the Friends of Beauty podcast. And also, the Friends of Beauty podcast has a mailing list tribe that learns everything Friends in Beauty first. So if you want to be a part of that mailing list tribe, the link for that is down in the description as well. And lastly, the most important thing is to share. Share the Friends in Beauty podcast with your other friends in beauty, your family, your friends, anybody that you think could benefit from the information that is being shared here. Share away to help me grow the Friends in Beauty community. Now, on this episode of the Friends in Beauty podcast, I wanted to talk to you about something that happened recently and also give you some updates on what's going on with Friends in Beauty. So basically, I had an epiphany of sorts that made me realize that I am living the life that I am manifesting. And I think that it's very important to sit back and reflect or be conscious enough to recognize when things have shifted in your life for the better, of course. And we get so caught up in the grind a lot of times, just trying to be successful, trying to be seen, trying to get the Instagram algorithm to work in our favor and all that good stuff. We get so caught up in the grind and trying to achieve our goals all the time. When do we actually sit back and realize that we are living the dream? I'm a person that does a lot of reflecting a lot of times, and I find myself in deep thought a lot of the time. So I'm just sharing with you like some of the thoughts that I had and sharing with you a situation that happened recently, but I digress. I also think that if you don't think that you're living out your dreams, then I believe you should put yourself in a position to do a practice run of living out your dreams so you can get a taste of what it feels like. So let me tell you about what happened recently and how I came to this epiphany or whatever you want to call it. So I think maybe like a week or so ago, my boyfriend and I took a trip to Mexico to celebrate his birthday. And we have been so excited about taking a trip. We are people who like to travel, but due to the pandemic, we haven't been able to travel. We haven't traveled since 2019, like the beginning of 2019, which is kind of rare for us. We like to, get out here and be doing things. But recently we went to Mexico and everything was going according to plan, and then we had some mishaps at the airport. So let me tell you what happened. So we had to fly from Baltimore Washington International Airport to Dallas, and then from Dallas to Mexico. So when we landed in Dallas, we actually landed early, which was great because we were so nervous about making our connecting flight. So we landed a little bit early, but due to whatever was going on at the airport, we didn't get off of the plane until about maybe 10 minutes before our connecting flight was supposed to take off. So we're like, oh my gosh. And then Dallas is a big old airport. So we had to take like this train to get to the gate. And then finally, once we got to the gate, our flight was delayed. So it was a bit of a relief. Like, okay, our flight is delayed. We could kind of calm down because we were literally like arriving at the gate when it should have been taken off. It was crazy. So we made it there. Our flight was a little delayed, which was okay because at that point we didn't have anything that was like a time constraint where we needed to be in Mexico like right then and there. But his birthday was the next day and I had some plans for his birthday, so I was getting a little nervous. So we finally take off, maybe like an hour or so behind schedule, and we're into the flight for some time, and then the captain comes on and tells us that, I don't know if you all have been noticing, but we've kind of been like circling this same area for some time, which was very beautiful. I actually took pictures of it. We were circling over top of this mountain that just looked very interesting to me. I don't know. It just looked very strange and interesting to me. It had me imagining, using my imagination of what goes on down there and everything. I'm weird like that. But anyways, we have been circling this mountain, this beautiful mountain for some time when he said that. And I was like, oh yeah, I have noticed that we've been like, I just thought the mountain was big. I just thought the mountain was big. I didn't realize that we had been circling. So he tells us that something happened at the airport that we were supposed to land at. We went to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. So something happened at the Puerto Vallarta airport where an airplane landed and like slid off the runway or some crap like that. It was something crazy. So my first thought was like, "Dag, I hope that the people who were on that plane are okay because that's scary." Like a lot of people are already nervous to fly to begin with. And then the plane does that when you reach your destination. Like, oh my gosh. So that was my first thought. But then he's saying like, he's waiting on an update to see how long it's going to take for them to remove that airplane before we could land, because at this point no planes could take off and no planes could land because it was on the runway. So he was like, the good news is that we have enough fuel to like, continue to circle around for some time. But if it comes to a point, we're going to have to land somewhere to, get more fuel. So I'm trying to remain positive. This is a full flight, by the way. There was no social distancing going on at all. This was a full flight. Like every seat was filled. Okay. We got our mask on and everything. So we had ended up circling, I feel like, for about 2 hours. And mind you, we were literally like 38 minutes away from landing, okay? We were daggone near there already. We were like 38 minutes away from landing because you could see like the time on the screens on the airplane. So we circled for about 2 hours, literally, and then we had to end up landing at an airport in Mazatlan. I never heard of Mazatlan or Mazatlan, Mexico. We landed at the airport because we had to get fuel. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh. So we had to get fuel. We landed this airport. There are other airplanes there who apparently couldn't land at the Puerto Vallarta airport either. And this airport, we found out, was about like an 8-hour bus ride away from Puerto Vallarta. But on the map, it was super close. We were like 38 minutes away on the plane. So they tell us that they can't let us off the plane because of customs issues. Also, that wing of the airport had been shut down for quite some time because of COVID. And then if we did get off the plane, they didn't have enough hotels in that part of Mexico to even house everybody that was on the plane. Oh my gosh. So at this point, the captain is waiting, for an update. They keep telling him 50 minutes, 50 minutes. They're trying to get the plane moved. Give us 50 minutes. We'll give you an update. 50 minutes turned into like several hours. sitting on the plane where eventually they turned off the AC. They only give you these little tiny bags of pretzels and a little baby bottle of water the whole time. Like, I need food, okay? They could have got off and got us some tacos or something, man. Everybody was starving. We were on the plane for hours, literally hours. And it started to get dark. That's how long we were on the plane. So our flight took off around I want to say like 12:30 Central Time, and by this time in Mexico, which is like another hour behind, it started to get dark. And mind you, we're coming from the East Coast, so I had the epiphany too of like, Dad, we just traveled through like three time zones. We've traveled from Eastern to Central, and now we're on, I don't know what time zone that is. Is it Pacific? I'm not sure, but we traveled through like three time zones, so our body is going through it. But by the time that we okay, so it's starting to get dark. So the captain has to make the decision like, okay, they're not giving me any information. We're going to have to either wait for a little bit, which we had done already, or we're going to have to fly back to Dallas. And everybody was like, no, fly back to Dallas, because we were so close. Like, it was so crazy. We were so close. But long story short, which is already long already, we had to fly back to Dallas, okay? So we flew back to Dallas, and they're like, we're going to make arrangements for everybody to get on the flight tomorrow and all that, in which they did. They gave us like travel vouchers to get to stay at a hotel that night and everything. But mind you guys, we didn't get to the hotel until maybe close to midnight. So let me paint a picture for you. We left our house at 4:30 in the morning to get to the airport because our flight was at like 7. So by this time we had a travel day of like 19 hours that was supposed to be like 6 or 7 hours to get to Mexico. So I was exhausted. So I had already planned on calling the airline, because I'm like, no, we need a whole flight back the day after. Because I asked my boyfriend like what he wanted to do, because it was his birthday we were celebrating. So I asked him like, okay, we can get a flight back like to stay an extra day. Like, would you want to do that? And if I could arrange with the resort to, get an extra day, would you want to do that? Because we literally lost a whole day in Mexico of our vacation. And we weren't staying that long to begin with. So I had already planned on calling the airline and, calling the booking agent and all that. I had a list of points ready, because I just felt in my heart like they're going to try to resist. They're going to try to resist and not give us this flight and this extra day and all that stuff. So I had a list of points ready to hit them with. And when I called, it was easy breezy. It was so easy. The airlines, of course we could change your flight. That was easy. Booking agent, here's some points to book an extra day. It was super easy. So we got to spend, like, once we finally got there, we enjoyed ourselves to the fullest. This was both of our first time being in Mexico, and we enjoyed ourselves to the fullest. He had a fantastic birthday. We got to spend time on the beach, which that's what I was there for. I was here for the beach and for a tan, honey, because I don't know if I told you all before, but your girl was a shade lighter in her foundation color. Like my normal foundation shade, I went down a shade lighter, and I was like devastated. So I needed to get a tan like drastically, like ASAP. But we ended up having a good time, and I had the epiphany of like, wow, like, it's such a blessing that I can even have the option to stay an extra day if I wanted to. I could have stayed an extra several days, like, depending on what my calendar was looking like. I didn't have any appointments until that weekend. So we came back. We were supposed to come back on a Tuesday. We ended up coming back Wednesday, but I could have came back Friday if I wanted to. And that's because of the type of work that I do. I had the epiphany of like, wow, first of all, I had to express gratitude for the fact that I can stay an extra day and that I don't have to report to anybody in order to stay an extra day. And that also I'm living the life that I am manifesting. I'm living the life that I'm manifesting in the sense that I can work from anywhere that I want in the world, aside from, taking my clients and everything. But everything else that I do, as far as like the podcast, social media, YouTube, and all of that, I can do that from anywhere in the world. And I had to sit back and really like take that in and appreciate it, because everybody can't do that. You know, a lot of people want to do that, but a lot of people can't do that. And a big part of why I do what I do, and the reason why I do it is because I want to be able to work from anywhere in the world. I like to travel. And I've already made up my mind, like when I have my kids, I'm gonna have me a traveling nanny and all that stuff to take care of my babies when I go. I have to see the world. Like I just love traveling. I love meeting new people. I love seeing and experiencing different cultures. And every morning, what I loved about being in Mexico in the resort that we stayed at was like I chose the room that was like on the beach. So we could literally walk out of our back patio and onto the beach. So every morning I enjoyed, going out, sitting on the beach, meditating, listening to the waves, even, experiencing, getting into the water, playing on the beach and all of that good stuff. That's something that I just love to do. I love the beach. And to be able to wake up every morning and do something like that, I am living the life that I am manifesting, in that sense of being able to wake up and meditate in nature and be in nature, be on the beach the way that I wanted to. Also, manifesting the life, because when I meditate in the mornings, I do some visualization, and I think I mentioned this in my Be Do Have episode. Go back and listen to that episode. Let me see what episode number that is really quick. So that is episode 6. I mentioned in my Be Do Have episode that I also have something called my morning success formula or ritual that I got from one of my past coaches, where it's like you literally write down everything that you are manifesting in a way that you've already accomplished it. So when you're writing it down, you're reading it like in the present tense. And one of my things on there is like I could work from anywhere. I could work from anywhere. I live on the beach. Like it's like so many different things that's on that thing. And that's why I said it's really important to be conscious enough to know that, okay, I am actually living out the things that I said that I wanted to manifest. Now, there's still several things on that list that, is going to have to go up several notches, but we have to get into the habit of being appreciative for the baby steps of getting to that bigger goal. A lot of times we get so caught up in the big, big goal that we forget to celebrate and acknowledge the baby steps that we have made to get there. And I also had an epiphany to the sense of like, even financially, some years ago I would not have been able to stay an extra day. Something as small as an extra day, I would not have been able to do that like several years ago, because staying an extra day, I mean, even though we got accommodated with the flight and the resort, staying an extra day also means that you're spending extra money on like whatever you're trying to do on that extra day. So just being appreciative that things have changed, things have shifted for me, and I'm literally living in the manifestation of my dreams right now. And I see things starting to unfold day by day, and I'm grateful. I'm truly grateful for it. And these are just thoughts that I have on a regular basis that I just wanted to share with you. This is not an episode that I really like thought out. I didn't do any outline. I'm literally just sitting here and expressing my thoughts. And it feels good to be able to do that. But yeah, that was the epiphany that I had. Like, wow, I'm actually like living the dreams. Like I'm living the life. I'm living out my goals right now. And I do know there's a lot of people out here who don't believe in, like, okay, if you're in debt right now, or if you're going through some financial hardships or any kind of hardships, that you shouldn't be spending money, or you shouldn't be traveling, or you shouldn't be doing that. But I feel like if you had the opportunity to do it in a way that is not going to damage you too much, and I feel like we need to do certain things outside of our scope of reach sometimes, just to broaden our horizons and to broaden our mindset. Because like I said, if you're not living the life physically right now that you want to manifest, I really feel like it's important to put yourself in a position where you are, so you can get a taste of it, so your grind could be even harder. Because once you get a taste of it, you're going to want more. So if you're trying to manifest a life where you're, waking up every day on the beach, find a way to book a 2-day stay somewhere on the beach so you could get a taste of what that feels like, is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying break the bank and take food out of your baby's mouths and all that stuff, but find a way to live the life that you want to live right now and stop waiting for something big to unfold in order for you to live that life. You can live that life right now. That's what I wanted to share with you. I never know if these things make sense until I go back and listen to it, but hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say. I know that somebody out there feels me, okay? But that's what I wanted to share. As far as Friends in Beauty goes, there are several things that are in the works for Friends in Beauty that I'm super duper excited about. I won't say that it has been a crazy influx of inquiries, but definitely people have been asking me, when is the next Friends in Beauty event? When is the next Friends in Beauty event? And I've been waiting to hear that. That just makes me so happy because I've been wanting to, get out there and start doing events again. But I wanted to wait until I felt like people felt more comfortable being out in public and being around people and everything like that. So I am definitely working on producing some Friends in Beauty events coming up in the near future, especially in the DMV. Now, if you want me to come to your city in particular and I get enough inquiries, then I will consider facilitating the Friends in Beauty tour again. But I always got to start with my people in the DMV first because they've been holding me down for several years. So definitely look out for that. Definitely look out for some education coming soon. What else? Yeah, and thank you so much for everybody that has been tuning into the Friends in Beauty YouTube channel. I have been having a really, really good time producing these YouTube videos for you. So if there's anything in particular that you want me to cover on the YouTube channel, I just did a video giving some 8 tips for networking for introverts. Also did a behind the scenes of my Skin Queen 101 lesson, a little vlog, some passive income and side hustle ideas. So I've been coming up with some good content and you all have been liking it and giving me some feedback. But if there's ever anything that you want me to cover on the YouTube channel, on the podcast, I'm about to start going live soon on Instagram because that's something I have not done in a while on Friends of Beauty is go live. So I'm about to rev it up. It's about to get real revved up around here. Okay, with Friends in Beauty. I'm about to take it up to several different levels. And I really appreciate you being along for the ride. But I think that's about it. I just wanted to share some of the thoughts, the deep thoughts that I be having sometimes. If you like episodes like this, I have several people who say that they like my solo episodes, they like my interview episodes. So I'm always stuck between what should I give them more of? Should I give them more solo episodes? Should I give them more interview episodes? If there's somebody that you want me to interview in particular that's a friend in beauty or can contribute to the Friends in Beauty community, business wise, let me know and I will reach out on your behalf and get them on the show. I'm easy breezy like that. But yeah, several people tell me they like solo episodes, interview episodes. So I'm always stuck on what to what to do more of. But yeah, I'm here nonetheless. Even when I went to Mexico, I took all of my stuff with me. Oh, let me tell you about a quick learning lesson really quick about Mexico. So I realized that when it comes to traveling, that I'm going to have to get the things done super duper ahead of time because I tried to upload one of my YouTube videos while I was there and literally it took the whole day. I left it to upload all day, came back and it was only on 4%. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to stress about this. I'm going to just tell my Friends in Beauty that this video is going to be back up when I get home. I'm not even going to stress about it. So it was just little tweaks that I wanted to make with the editing before I uploaded it. But now I know I need to put that thing in queue and have it scheduled before I go on vacation and everything. So I won't have to worry about it because the Wi-Fi was kind of tricky in our room and everything. But yeah, that's one lesson that I learned for sure. Don't mess with the international Wi-Fi. It's kind of tricky. You might get lucky, but yeah. But anywho, I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you leave me a rating, 5-star rating review. If you're listening to this on YouTube, comment and let me know what you think about this episode. If you ever had an experience like that where you realize that you are actually living out the things that you are manifesting. And if not, let me know what your plan is for, starting to live out the things that you're manifesting, because the way that manifestation works is like you just put yourself in position to, start living out those things. It's not like it's not magic where it's just going to land in your lap. You have to put yourself in position. So let me know what are the things that you are doing to put yourself in a position to start manifesting your dreams. All right. So this has been another episode of the Friends in Beauty podcast, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Thanks for listening to the Friends in Beauty podcast. Don't forget, sharing is caring. Share this episode with at least one friend in beauty, and subscribe, rate, and review on Apple Podcasts so that other friends in beauty can find this show. Plus, we'd love to hear your feedback. Connect with us on all social media platforms at Friends in Beauty, #Friends in Beauty to join the conversation, and join our Friends in Beauty Facebook community to stay connected. Talk to you soon.